Hey folks, buckle up, because we're diving into some eye-opening survival blunders that could turn a bad situation into a total disaster. You know those moments in movies where the hero narrowly escapes doom? Well, real life isn't scripted like that, and these common mistakes prove it. Today, we're counting down 8 sneaky errors people make in tough spots, from the wilderness to wild weather. I'll break them down with tips to stay sharp and safe. Let's jump in, starting with number 8. Playing it too safe with your water stash. Picture this. You're trekking through a dense forest, miles from anywhere, and all you've got is that single water bottle sloshing in your pack. Your gut tells you to nurse it like a precious heirloom, doling out the tiniest gulps to stretch it out. But hold up, that cautious approach might just be digging your own grave. See, your body is a relentless machine, constantly shedding moisture through sweat, breaths, and even just existing. Those micro sips? They're like tossing a pebble into a canyon. They barely make a dent in replenishing what you're losing. Think of it this way. Your system is like a high-performance engine roaring across a scorching highway. It demands a steady flow of fuel to keep from seizing up, not just a drip here and there. Skimp on the intake, and within a few hours, your mind turns to mush, fuzzy thoughts, poor judgment, the works. Search and rescue pros have stumbled upon heartbreaking scenes, folks who didn't survive, still gripping bottles with plenty left inside. They ration themselves right into a haze where they forgot the basics. So, flip the script. Instead of pinching every drop, prioritize cutting down on how much you lose in the first place. Hunt for that cool shadow when the sun's beating down like a spotlight. Switch to nose breathing to trap more humidity inside rather than letting it escape through your mouth like steam from a kettle. And ease up on the hustle, save your energy for when it counts, avoiding sweat sessions that drain you faster. When it's time to hydrate, go for meaningful swallows that your body can put to work. It's smarter to power through a couple of days with a clear head than stumble through twice as many in a fog. That bottle isn't some investment growing over time. It's more like a lifeline boost in an adventure game. Deploy it strategically, or you might not get a second chance. Stay smart out there, and you'll turn potential peril into a story worth telling. Number 7. Relying on those rubber wheels to shield you from bolts from the blue. Have you ever cruised down a stormy road, feeling invincible because, hey, your car's got those thick rubber tires insulating you from lightning? Yeah, about that it's a total myth, as flimsy as using a paper umbrella in a downpour. Those tires you count on? They're no match for a lightning strike's fury, which can unleash hundreds of millions of volts in a flash. It's like expecting a thin glove to stop a cannonball. Not gonna happen. What really saves your skin is the vehicle's metal bodywork. It forms this clever shield called a Faraday cage, channeling that wild energy harmlessly around the outside, sparing you inside. Imagine electricity racing over the surface like rainwater streaming off a duck's back, swift, surface level, and gone. Sure, your tires might pop from the heat and pressure, but they're not the heroes here. Next time thunder rumbles and you're behind the wheel, give props to that sturdy metal enclosure overhead, not the treads below. But a word of caution, this magic works best in a solid top ride. Hop in a convertible? You're basically inviting trouble, like showing up to a snowball fight in shorts. And during the chaos, steer clear of touching any interior metal bits. Wait till the sky's clear. Knowledge like this could be the difference between a close call and a catastrophe. Number 6. Underestimating the bite of chilly waters. Envision a serene afternoon by a sparkling lake, the sun dipping low, and that water calling your name for a quick dip. It looks refreshing, maybe a tad cool, but nothing you can't handle, right? Wrong, dead wrong. Even pros like top-tier athletes can get taken out by cold water in mere moments, turning paradise into a panic. The instant you plunge in, your body pulls a fast one with something called the cold shock response. It's like an unexpected slap that forces you to gulp air wildly, as if your lungs are throwing a fit. Picture someone sneaking up and squeezing the breath out of you mid-inhale, disorienting and dangerous, especially if you're underwater. Survive that initial frenzy, and you've bought yourself roughly 10 minutes of deceptive calm. But soon, your limbs rebel, growing heavy and unresponsive, like they're calling it quits without notice. Muscles weaken, coordination fades, and you're left floundering. Push past that, and hypothermia creeps in like a silent intruder, sapping your core warmth. Here's the kicker. This nightmare unfolds in water hovering around 50 degrees Fahrenheit, balmier than your fridge's chill. Why? Your heat flees 25 times quicker in liquid than in air, making that inviting surface a deceptive snare. All your bravado about being a solid swimmer evaporates when physiology takes the wheel. Stay vigilant, respect the chill, and maybe skip that impulsive splash altogether. Number 5. Missing the red flags of overheating. Your inner thermostat is a marvel, much like the cooling fan in your laptop that kicks in during a marathon session. But when it falters in extreme heat, things don't just warm up, they spiral into chaos, like a gadget short-circuiting under pressure. The giveaway isn't a gradual sweat buildup. It's the opposite when perspiration suddenly halts. Your skin turns scorching and parched, as if you're baking from the inside out like overdone bread. This isn't adaptation, it's a system failure, signaling you're deep in heat stroke territory. From there, your noggin glitches. Dizzy spells hit, thoughts jumble like a scrambled puzzle, words slur as if you've overindulged at happy hour. Even at rest, your pulse thunders like you're in a sprint, your body in full alarm mode. Common pitfall? Diving into icy relief might seem genius, but it can jolt your stressed setup further into disarray. Opt for steady recovery instead. Seek out shade pronto. Dab on lukewarm water, focusing on pulse points like your neck, scalp, and underarms. Pair it with a breeze from a fan for that evaporative cool-down effect, mimicking a natural AC. Hydrate in measured sips, not gulps that overwhelm. Treat yourself like an overheated device. Gentle handling gets you back online, not a rude awakening. Catch these cues early, and you'll sidestep the meltdown. Number 4. Freaking out in shifting sands. Ah, those classic film moments. A character tumbles into quicksand, thrashing wildly as they vanish inch by inch, hollering for a rope. Pure drama, but utter fiction. In reality, quicksand's makeup is denser than you. So full submersion? Not happening. It's physics 101, like a cork bobbing defiantly in a tub. The true villain? Your own panic. Flail around, and it grips tighter, akin to those prank finger cuffs that tighten with every tug. But chill out, go limp, and it loosens up, transforming from vice to viscous goo that can buoy you. Stuck in the stuff? Ditch heavy gear first to lighten the load, like shedding baggage before a big leap. Then, ease back gradually, fanning out limbs like crafting a mud angel in a bizarre playground. This spreads your mass, aiding flotation. Inch toward firmer turf with deliberate, whisper-quiet motions. Think ninja stealth over sprint. Patience is your ally here. Rash moves sink you deeper into trouble. Master this mindset, and what seems like a trap becomes just another quirky obstacle to conquer. Number 3. Tempting fate in flooded paths. Spot a shallow pool stretching across your route? It looks minor, barely ankle deep, and your ride's built tough. Why not plow through? That's the logic that claims too many lives in flash floods, turning routine drives into regrets. Even half a foot of flowing water packs a punch, sweeping feet out from under you like a sneaky wave at the beach. Scale up to a foot, and your hefty car becomes a plaything, adrift and unstable. Beefy trucks aren't immune. 2 feet can flip them like forgotten toys in a storm. Worse yet, that murky brew hides horrors. Eroded pavement creating hidden drops, or submerged junk hurtling like aquatic torpedoes. Water creeps to your floor, game over mechanics fry power cuts, and you're sealed in a rising tomb. Heed the pros' mantra. Pivot and seek higher ground, don't push your luck. By the time doubt creeps in, the flow might already have you in its grasp. Better a detour than a dire headline. Number 2. The wrong tilt for a bloody nose. Nose starts gushing? Old habit might have you craning back, hoping gravity does the trick. But that's as effective as funneling a spill straight into your shoes, messy and misguided. The flow doesn't vanish. It reroutes down your gullet, where it stirs up nausea or, heaven forbid, choking hazards. Not exactly a gourmet experience. Lean forward instead, as if peering at an intriguing text. Clamp the fleshy bit of your nose, just shy of the bridge, and maintain for a solid 10 to 15 minutes, no peeking like checking a slow-cooking meal. This lets clots form at the source. Amp it up with a chill pack on the nose's peak. Cold constricts vessels, curbing the cascade. Keep blood where it belongs, not on an unwanted internal tour. Number 1. Ignoring the subtle cries for hydration. Feeling parched? That's not the opener, it's the finale in your body's plea for fluids. Sneakier signals pop up earlier, like scouts waving flags. Mouth tacky, lips chapped. Alert 1. Urine shading toward dark amber? Your internals are hollering. Test your skin. Pinch the hands back. Release if it lingers, tented instead of rebounding. Reserves are low, like elastic losing its snap. Those nagging headaches or drags? Often dehydration in disguise, not just life fatigue. Savvy adventurers tune into these whispers, not waiting for the shout. View your hydration like a device's charge top-off before the low battery beep. Skip the drought drama. It's far grimmer than a dead phone. Woo, that wraps our rundown of survival slip-ups. If these insights sparked something, drop a like, share with your adventure crew, and hit subscribe for more real talk tips to keep you one step ahead. What's your wildest close call? Comment below, let's swap stories.